gives a fuck back before you're torn apart? Your pact with the devil ain't stronger than the holy arts. And don't be trying to bring that shit in here where we operate the knowledge that inspires your darkest fears. You sit there bragging, wearing some robe you made. What you gonna do? Your first pagans can barely throw shade before I come to cunt you down.
We here. I'm here, but we are actually here too. Chris in the back. I did a short stream today, so I'm gonna do an evening stream tonight to make up for it, and we'll make it a mental health stream. I'll go through those questions, and then I'll open up the panel and post the link, and people can come up and chat. So let me jump right into it. I did 5 questions the other day, and I was going to do the other 5 today. And the first one is, what role does therapy play in your mental well-being? For me personally, it depends on what you mean by therapy. I haven't used a therapist since 2020, since COVID. We had to go in lockdown. I saw him once remotely during that year, and that's it. I use therapy when I need it. I mostly can handle my mental health needs with peer support and just basic self-care on my part. But I have learned a lot over the years of how to do that and ways to do that work for me. So, hey, Auntie, welcome. Good to see you. So I would say use what you need. And so now it's not just therapy, or it's not just psychologist. You might need a social worker might work better, a counselor, a peer supporter. So kind of know what your goals are in the first place for seeking out therapy, to weigh whether you need it or not. If you're having relationship issues, maybe just a couples counselor. Like you may not need therapy, like deep, go back into your childhood and rewire what's under the hood type of therapy. You might just need counseling to help you and your partner figure out if they want to stay together, and some strategies and tools to manage communication and stuff. So, know why you're seeking help in the first place. Like what are your goals? So for me, I don't have, I do, and I use the Dabrowski model, or at least that's one of the things that I use that helps me a lot, like one of the frameworks. And now it's not for everybody. It's only for the certain percentage of the population that kind of can use their crises to disintegrate the surface personality and drive higher level growth. But one of the concepts there that he uses, autopsychotherapy. Like there's not really professionals out there that can help you with that, so you kind of have to do it yourself using your own intuition and guidance. Now, I'm not advocating this for. This is something completely separate from your ordinary mental health condition that your average person might encounter. Although that could be a sign of one of these disintegrative crises. I've talked about Dabrowski before. I've had some guests on that specialize in Dabrowski that we've had conversations about. So you can check out and they were probably a year ago during Mental Health Month, most of them. So you can check those out if you want more information. And I can do another stream on Dabrowski at some other point. But suffice it to say that for people that kind of work in the Dabrowski framework, there's this concept of autopsychotherapy. But I'm going to leave that aside when answering this question, because I think they're talking about like a third-party therapist, like somebody other than yourself. That plays very little role in my mental well-being. In fact, I didn't go to therapy at all. I mean, I went to counselors as a kid. My mom kept bringing me to different counselors. But actual therapy, until I moved up here and I got involved in the mental health system and peer support And I kept getting fired from jobs is what it was. And I'm like, I better go check this out and make sure there's not something about me or wrong with me. And that kind of got me into the mental health system and the public, like the working with disabilities and employment and peer support and all of that. So that started my own journey through that system. And as part of that, I finally decided to give therapy a try. And it took me a while to find the right therapist. I used the public health agencies, and most of the therapists I had were okay. And you can always switch out your therapist. So if the therapist they assigned you was not working, you could just try a different therapist. So they were okay. They were a good sounding board where I could. The main thing that I use a therapist for is not actual therapy. It's just like a check-in. Um, hey, Daniel Barry, screen printing. That's cool. Oh, I have a lot of comments to catch up on. I have some theories, Frank. I do have some theories. So I just need a sounding board to where I can tell them what's been going on in my life the past few weeks, and this is my thoughts on it. And am I sane? Am I too far out there, etc. I just kind of need a little checkpoint to like a little, what do you call it? Like to just feedback to check in with and make sure that I'm not thinking too crazy. And that's all I really used them for. So they were good for that. But I didn't really get like the kind of deeper level of therapy until I sought out and I found a therapist that was gifted himself and had experience working with neurodivergence and giftedness. And that's when they were able to finally make that extra connection that was needed to take it to the next level of therapy. And I did that for about a year, and then COVID hit and we all got locked down, and I haven't really sought out therapy since. Um, I'm not opposed to. I would use it if I found a therapist that I liked, and there's some out there. I have some friends that do quite interesting forms of therapy that I wouldn't mind trying out. But that's down the road. That's more like a luxury thing, not a necessary to my mental well-being thing. So that's the answer to that question. How has social media impacted my mental health? Okay. It's improved mine. During COVID, when I started doing Zoom and Discord and Twitter and social media, like my social life improved immediately. My mental health immediately improved. I kind of think getting fired from that job, which was 3 days before lockdown, also kind of helped with my mental health because I was in a dysfunctional situation that I didn't realize, and I thought everything was going well. And so it showed me that I was not in a healthy environment like I thought I was anyway. And it kind of got me out of there and freed me up to do my own thing. So for me, social media let me expand professionally. It expanded my social life. I had finally had people that I could, because I didn't have a big social life here in Seattle because it was culturally, it's just really hard. I'm swimming upstream here. So it all of a sudden I had this outlet where I could finally talk to people and get that mirroring and that reciprocity that I was so starved for in Seattle. So my mental health it improved, but I use it wisely too, or at least I think I do. I did spend like all day long on Twitter, but of course this was lockdown. There was nothing else to do. So in that sense, it was constructive. I did a lot of Zooming. I'd wake up in the morning and I'd Zoom till way into the night. I had a whole calendar of different groups and Zooms. Then I had the Zoom that I was hoping to keep going. So I was very active on social media, and I still am. And I think it's helped my mental health to have this, and other people have said similar. So my point is that yes, social media can black pill you if you don't know how to filter all of the negative information bombarding you, but it can also be a tool to positively improve your mental health. And that's what we're trying to do here. How do you prioritize mental health in your daily life? Mental health is my number one priority. I evaluate every decision in my life against its impact on my mental health. I have not taken jobs because of mental health. I've left jobs because of mental health. I've left relationships. I've not gotten into relationships. There's opportunities I've passed. Like, if it does not at least keep my mental health at the level it is or add to it, I don't risk it. It's my mental health is too important to me. It's the most important thing to me. I've worked harder than anything to get it and keep it, and that is the number one. Like, it's like in high school in home ec, they had the egg on the spoon, and we'd have to carry it across the courtyard. It was like teaching us how to handle a baby, like be delicate to handle a baby. I don't know why they got me involved in that, but and that's what it's like. Like, my mental health is that egg in the spoon. I will do everything to protect it more than any other thing in my life. So that's how I prioritize it. I put it at the very top. Can I share a personal mental health journey? I can. In fact, I have many times on past streams. So for the sake of time, I'll just refer you to those. And how do I balance work and mental health? Well, I'm fortunate enough to have my work be mental health. A good way to balance work and mental health is to do what you love. Like, find some kind of work that already is either is the same activities that fill you up or are aligned with those or adjacent to those, and some way that you can incorporate your your play, your recreation, your passions into your work. And that way, my rule is it shouldn't feel like work. If it starts to feel too much like work, then I've gone off the wrong path. Because when I'm in my zone, when I'm on the path, it doesn't feel like work. It's this very holistic activity. It produces results, but it's enjoyable. It feels like play. It's relaxed. I'm not fighting upstream. I'm kind of in the flow state, so to speak. And so and all of that contributes to my mental health, and it's my mental health that lets me kind of achieve that state in the first place. So it's this big holistic feedback loop that all works together. So it's really hard for me to even distinguish between work and mental health. But I would say, like, don't overwork, watch for burnout, take breaks, do self-care, that kind of stuff. Learn your don't push yourself to your limits. Like, you don't want to drive your car at the max. You want to do like the cruise control. Find your comfortable the equilibrium or homeostasis that works for you, and then just kind of work out of that zone. Don't try to overclock yourself, but do push yourself a little bit and challenge yourself a little bit to stretch, because you don't want to like stagnate either. I don't think that's a good mental health and work balance either. So just experiment and find what works for you. It's like the Goldilocks thing. You're trying to find that sweet spot. If work gets too stressful, find ways to alleviate some of that or balance it out. And again, an increased support system is always a good go-to solution for most things. Or if life like life balance is getting out of, and you're not feeling challenged enough, like me, I need more work. I need more of a work balance and less of a life balance. So find ways to just know your needs and find ways to address those needs, and I think that'll do it. Self-awareness, and then knowing how to use that awareness to identify your needs, and then ways to get those needs met. And a lot of times that will involve communication and self-advocacy. So that is what I have today on the mental health questions. I'm going to catch up on comments, which mostly look like troll comments from Frank. So let's see. Who's zooming who? Yeah, I remember that song. That works for a lot of people. I wish I had that option. I can't turn it off. Yep. In fact, I think I'm going to add that to my description. Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm a guy with antlers who talks about mental health and autism. Like and subscribe here. So thanks. All right, we're going to bring on Chris, who made it safely home, right? Texarkana.
Um, I it's not really, I guess, home. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, whatever you call
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
Your roots.
my parents' home. My parents' home.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm here. Yeah, I this morning I woke up. I had vertigo, sickness, and passed out.
Oh no.
And that's why I didn't make it to the show this afternoon. But I didn't even know it was like at noon, and I had no idea. Like when I woke up at like 5, I was just like,
Did the
Yeah.
car make it okay?
"No, car's fine.
Oh, good.
No issues with the car." I think I need to go to like a mechanic shop and get like get them, like have those pneumatic drill type things to get the. It feels like I couldn't get the steering wheel on quite as tight as it needs to be. It just feels a little loose. I mean, not like I mean, I've actually driven cars that felt worse than that, but I just know it could be the same if I just like I just don't have the physical strength to like wrench it on there that hard, you know. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing it even showed as like as any kind of like negative side effect from the repair. So, well, I mean, there's some like I said, I did correct the windshield and stuff, but it's not like it's not you can see through it fine.
What catches up? What's been going on? People have been curious.
No, we saw Clover and do SpongeBob, in SpongeBob at the Repertory Theater, and it was really good. And she did a great job, like she always does. And just playing with Juniper. That's literally all I've done. I've just played with the baby, and we went and saw the play, and so haven't done anything else of any kind of interest or anything exciting at all. You know, went and picked up some groceries for Clover at the grocery store, that sort of thing. That's about it. Pretty simple stuff, man. That's just figuring out like how many days we're gonna stay here, and at least it's at least that car is really cheap to drive. It doesn't cost much to fill it up. And
you taking Juniper back with you or not yet?
I'm hoping to. I don't know. We're talking about it. We just got to set up get a good bed set up for us all. I already have a bed. I already have a good twin bed that I think will work fine. I just have to get some of those like guardrail things around it. But you have to money for that. So we still don't have a refrigerator, but I'm working on. I've got several different options now for a refrigerator, possibly. I mean, none of them are for sure, but I've got several different things I'm looking into refrigerators. So, did you buy something with a pet raccoon? Oh, you mean the cat? Yeah, I know. I mean, one of the raccoons has a bow tie on already, so I don't know if the ribbon for the tail would be. He's talking about.
He's the fancy one.
She's talking about Lily. Lily does look like a raccoon. So. And hey, Angie.
Well, do you have any mental health thoughts or mental health topics you want to throw in? Is that how's your mental health?
It's there. I have some.
Good.
I don't know if it's good health or bad health, but I have some.
You have some. I just don't know what kind.
It's the yeah, exactly. It's the whole pressure of patience thing is very. I mean,
thing?
I used to the pressure of patience of having to be patient about things. You know, patient about like
like just waiting to see, waiting to hear.
Yeah, it is a very. It's very
well, what
mentally exhausting, I think.
What kind of things make you feel empowered in that situation? Like when you're waiting and there's nothing you could do, how do you give yourself that sense of power anyway? Or do you make backup plans in case the waiting doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make backup plans. I don't have anything solid right now, but I mean, I'm trying. I definitely got I mean, I definitely did things like fixing the car thing. I mean, it was stressful as hell, but it worked out okay in the end. So, I mean, I definitely did feel good when I got it done. When I got it back together and working, and it actually came on and everything. I was definitely, it was definitely a good mental health moment. I felt, felt very vindicated. I felt, I felt like because I had at one point decided that I had just ruined the car. That just like went from no car to car. So, but it turned out to be okay. So that was good. Getting a win here and there always helps. I think it's important to take the easy wins though when you can get them too. Like instead of them always having to be big.
That's a good point. Like, count your W's.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think all your wins need to be like major ordeals that nearly kill you. But so like any little win you can get that you can have a hand in, that you can actually something that you actually affect, that always helps. Something that's not just like random waiting or something at somebody else's hands. It's always good to take action and see a result from it. But I mean, it doesn't always work out, but you got to take risks sometimes to get your rewards.
True insanity is not a choice, but like really insane people don't even know they're insane. They're fine. It's the people around them that's impacted. But like certain mental health conditions, it is a choice how much they affect you or not, like how much you mitigate the effects and how much you seek help and how much you do self-care and follow therapy and work toward goals, etc. All that's a choice. So you have a hand in kind of same with a medical illness. If you do the right diet and exercise, you can sometimes lessen the effects of certain medical illnesses. So there is some choice, a lot of choice in mental health, more, and that's one thing that I like to emphasize is how much choice and agency people actually have, and it's often way more than they realize. Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I don't know what to do. I made that GIF channel, and it's not working. So.
Well, there's a difference between just posting GIFs in the general and using a GIF as a reply to something in the general, and I think
it's entire conversations using GIFs. But the problem is I get a notification every single time they post a GIF. Otherwise, I wouldn't care.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't get a notification every time.
It treats GIFs as any other reply.
Oh, it was like a reply to you. Something.
Well, if they reply in the chat, if there's a chat going on and they're posted 20 GIFs in a row at each other, I get 20 different notifications every time.
Wow. I think I turned all those off because I haven't been getting those notifications.
Do you get chat notifications? They're the same. There's no way to differentiate them.
Really? Because I get chat notifications. I don't get general notifications like from the boards.
Oh, I do.
Frank just posted a gift, and I just got a notification for it.
I see, and I didn't. I don't know why that. I don't know why.
Well, if there's ways to turn off gift notifications, and anybody knows about it, better yet, if there's a way to disable gifts completely in a Discord server, let me know.
Yeah, I don't think you can disable them completely, but
yeah, you're about to find out. This is how tyrants are born.
I'm trying to figure out where I found it at, but that's we'll do all three. Anyway, but so how was the show earlier? What you said it wasn't very long.
The show we haven't we've been losing subscribers and our view count's been lower. So I don't know, could just be part of the pattern of the cycle. I feel like the content's been decent for Mental Health Month. Maybe that's people don't want mental health; they want the drama. They don't want health.
That may be the case. Oh, Jeff had a complete breakdown today. Right.
And we've been watching mental health stuff in the Discord, so we're gonna keep doing that all month. In fact, If nothing happens tonight, I could always close it down and we could go do a mental health show or something. The show went really short today, so I did an evening stream to make up for it. But if there's no demand for it, I don't have to keep going for hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if there's nobody else around, I mean, I guess because not that we don't love Auntie and Frank being out there. Certainly appreciate your presence, Auntie.
We love Auntie.
Sure. Busker showed up around everything. Oh, I'm sorry,
That's
Frank.
not true. That's Frank's troll. That's troll vision.
I know. I know.
Spectacles on. Well, if we did movies or shows or something, what's some good? I mean, I want to do that Nietzsche documentary, but what are some good? Oh, reindeer, baby reindeer. Do you know anything about it? On
Baby
Netflix?
Reindeer.
Yeah, it's a black comedy on Netflix, and someone wants me to watch it and review it together.
Huh. I've heard of it now. I saw the thing I saw somebody posted the thing in something, and one of the things in the movie announcements thing about the new Guy Ritchie movie, and
Oh yeah.
what about Bob, Bohemian Rhapsody?
What's the Fred Durst movie?
The Fred Durst movie. Not. Don't think I saw a Fred Durst movie.
Is it The Fanatic? Co-written Fred Durst. Stars John Travolta as Moose, an autistic man who develops an unhealthy obsession with his favorite actor. And stalks
I've
him.
seen a review of that movie. Oh, the Population 436 movie. I still haven't watched it. I'm sorry.
A man with autism who works
it.
as a street performer on Hollywood Boulevard. Like, these sound like plots we should be writing. Let me check out the trailer.
I was gonna watch that that one night, Auntie, and then I fell asleep. And I have not been very. I focused entirely on getting the car fixed for so many days, so and now I'm not even there at the house. So, yeah, we'll be back in Dallas in a couple of days. We'll do something.
I wonder how I'm interested in how Travolta portrays autism, or this one artistic character. He sounds.
I know the movie.
Is it like a creepy movie, like an autism?
Yeah, it's like a horror type movie type thing, stalker
like
thing.
The autistic person is the horror like the horror monster. Yeah. Oh, gross.
Yeah,
oh no, I'm sorry. I'm turning this trailer off. Reminds me of that film Misery, but even more gross. Even the trailer I couldn't make it through. That's a sign not to try out that movie.
It's notoriously a bad movie.
Is it fun? Oh, Population 436. Never mind.
Yeah. No, I do plan on watching it, and it's nothing. I haven't watched anything though. Recently, I haven't done anything besides work on the car. So, I plan to watch these movies in Discord and stuff like that, and I didn't end up doing any of that. I got hyper focusing the car done, and now that that's done, I've got. I was really hoping that was like a project that was going to that by the time it was done, like I'd have some answers from the government and stuff, and I don't.
So it's like your brain needs something else to do until you get answers?
Yeah, kind of. It's just a lot like that, actually.
Is there anything stream related you could apply it to?
I don't know.
Oh, by the way, Busker was figuring out how to contact you because he might be interested in one of those Chromebooks.
Yeah, Yeah, I told him.
He just didn't know how to get in touch with you.
Is he not on the Discord?
I don't think he is.
You can give him my cell phone number if you have a way to contact him directly. I don't have a way to contact him directly.
Okay. Well, next time he's on, I'll give it to him. Well, I had opened the stream to make up for today, but if there's not going to be any activity, we can go do something else. Frank and I are really into this new Survivor.
Which one's that?
It's the one of the Australian ones is the All-Star, so it's all people that have played before, and they're all players, all gamers. They're all playing very hard. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Auntie had an idea today, like every platform having an Outliers Facebook group, having an Outliers Twitter DM group,
Reddit.
We have the Discord. If somebody wants to start an Instagram, like whatever platform. I just joined Minds the other day, and so I'm building up a little presence on there. So just like having a little Outliers colony on all the different platforms so that people can connect outside of the stream. Like the people that are on Twitter can still chat with each other on Twitter outside of the streams, just like we do on Discord. There could be a group for people that are on Facebook because not everybody's on the same platform. So the more platforms we could offer like a community hub on, the better.
I agree. It's good.
So anybody on Twitter, my Twitter name is under my handle on the StreamYard. Find me on Twitter and I can add you to a Twitter DM. We already have a Discord, so if you're on Discord, let us know. We'll get you the invite. And then if anyone's on Facebook or those other platforms and wants to help us do a group on there, let us know as well, so we can expand our empire.
Facebook smells like big shit.
Conquer the universe with our ignorance and insanity. I don't know. I hardly use it. I just keep up with family on it.
Me too. It's just how I talk to my mom. Yeah, I thought it would be. I don't know. It seems like a lot of Monday nights have been a little livelier. We got other streams going right now.
Well, Flow is the drama stream now, so all the drama gathers at Flow's channel, and I'm kind of liking that. And then this is like the little quiet, chill out room in the back where people can have conversations.
Works for me.
We're still the back porch. There's just more going on inside right now with Flow.
Well, I'm sure that the ladies in the grocery store really appreciate that, right?
Well, shit. I'd like to at least go longer than I did today.
I wish I had more to add or contribute. I just haven't done much besides play with the baby, and the baby's really cute. You know, she's adorable. She's doing this stuff when she's like, she wants me to tickle her. She wants Daddy to like chase her and tickle her. So like she'll go over on she'll get up and run away from me, and then while she's running, she keeps looking back and seeing if I'm following her. And then she'll go and lay on like a pillow or something like that, lay on her pillow like on her back, just like da 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 da, just like wondering if somebody's gonna tickle me.
What is she talking more now? Does she say words?
Yeah, she could. I mean, she could say she says uh-oh, and she says daddy, and she says mama, and she says.
Does she still watch YouTube?
I mean, no, I mean not. We didn't really. The only thing she was on YouTube was just this channel, so really.
I'm scared there's gonna come a day where we call her name and she's not even gonna look.
Nah, she'll know. She does her name really well. I mean, she does her name really well. I would have brought her on the stream this afternoon, but and 2 o'clock is literally her nap time too. So, but
Auntie's wondering what happened at school. I think we're trying to find more people to read it. We have a lot of people that have put on some good performances here that we're trying to get roped into the script reading, but we're gonna do it. The plan now instead of planning it, which was folly from the start, is to just when there's enough people on panel one day, we'll just see who wants to.
We'll just force them all into it. We'll just hold them at gunpoint until they until they read the script. Read the script or the dog gets it, kind of thing. The old national anthem cover thing.
Well, does anybody out there have any mental health topics or questions? And we have 14 on Twitter. And if you're watching on Twitter, if you click the actual video itself, there's a little chat box, and you should be able to chat and comment there too. And I'll be able to see them on the StreamYard. Oh, is that one of the raccoons? Let me see. Is that the one that's screaming?
This is my daughter's cat. This is my daughter's cat.
She doesn't look happy. She don't like. Look at those beautiful eyes. Wow, kitty.
Very mad.
Oh.
Very mad. I think she's like. I mean, we didn't get her as one of those. I think she's like one of those like half she's like half wildcat, like half domestic cat. She's got like a lot of like wildcat like markings on her and stuff like that.
I'm willing to give it a try, Frank, because nothing I do is working. So call her over here. Go get her from Flo's. In fact, let me see who's on Flo that we could poach. Pre-stream, restream. Oh, and Midlife is streaming too. I forgot. He's I'm starting to like his panels. Oh, Cynthia's not even on. Who is that lady? Nope, she's not on Flo's. Oh well.
No, I thought once I actually came on stream, I thought it, like, something like would occur to me to talk about or something, but my brain is just like not even like.
Well, you don't stay on stream then. Just go take a break and rest.
I'll just go to bed, I guess.
Yeah, do that. I'll keep it going a little while longer, and then I'll wrap it up. Frank and I can go watch Survivor.
You guys just watch Survivor.
Unless Cynthia wants to come on.
Yeah, I like Dr. Cynthia, but I tried. I messaged her the other day on Discord, but she doesn't answer. I don't know. I feel like there was something I was gonna like talk about something too, and I can't remember what it was. My brain is like. I feel like I exhausted my body and mind to some degree with like the car thing.
Yeah, I would not be too sad to see you rest tonight. Just you have a tendency to push yourself until you burn out. That's common with our brains.
That's what I do.
Some rest would not hurt you. I mean, in the long run, it doesn't help you. It hurts. I think it's gonna hurt.
No, yeah, that's basically what happened to me this morning. Like I think my body.
You're not able to stop it.
Hmm?
You're not able to stop it.
No, I said I think that I think that I like this morning my body basically I feel like I got sick just so I'd rest. So my body just
that's what that's what I call burnout, when your body just I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's true. Midlife Bro has more subs. Well, you have more subs than us too, then Frank. And all
Frank
you do
he got monetized today.
Yeah, I know. got fire and substance, and all you do is like stream the same video game every day.
I think you're cheating. You're cheating me of
Video game
pride.
content is more popular than this kind of content, though. That's just the truth. That's
Well,
right now. It's just it's extremely easy to digest content for a lot of people. It's just like
I'm sorry if there's this big mental health crisis going on across the world or here in America or whatever, and we're offering like free mental health stuff and nobody's interested in that, then fine, but don't complain about the crisis. I mean, we're trying to solve it and nothing's happening. So it was the same with men's mental health. There was this big men's mental health crisis. So I tried to start all these men's mental health and nobody showed up. Like I would promote them. Nobody would share them or anything. I'm like, there must not be much of a crisis because nobody's showing up for this.
It's less surprising with men's mental health specifically because men have like this like pride kind of like thing of like, you know, where they think they're not supposed to have mental health therapy or anything like that.
There was something I wanted to talk about today. I remember. Let me find the video. Jonathan Haidt was on the Daily Show, and he did a really good talk about this new generation of kids and everything wrong with them. And it's all the stuff we talk about on here. They didn't have childhoods where they got to play and experience adversity. They're over-sheltered, et cetera, et cetera. But his solutions, he said there's 4. He gave like a 4-point solution. And I did not agree with 3 of the 4 points, even though I agreed with his diagnosis and his analysis of the problem. I don't think his solutions are realistic. And they involved no social media, no cell phone. Kids do not get smartphones. They can have flip phones, but no phone that gives them access to the internet 24 hours a day. I think that's going to put them at a competitive disadvantage with the kids that will be getting that. No social media accounts until you're like 18 or something. I forgot the age, but no kids on Facebook, TikTok, none of that. And again, I think it's going to put them at a disadvantage because that is where the future is going to be building the future. And schools, like no cell phones in schools, cell phone free schools. And I was teaching when they changed their cell phone policy because we were at a no cell phone school, and then they changed it to cell phone because the parents pushed for it because they wanted access to their kids during the day. They didn't want not to be able to get in touch with their kids, and that's why they had to change it. I think that could be managed at the classroom level. Like you can have them turn their phones off in class or something. So, but the 4th one was to give them a childhood back, like give them the childhood that we had, let them play. Don't put them in front of the screen 24 hours a day. Give them some spontaneous like playtime with other kids. I think the main point of the video, the problem was they're losing playtime. Like we as monkeys, as mammals, need that spontaneous free play. And that's what's been restricted from this current generation.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly do encourage playtime for children. I mean, I certainly am all for that. I just don't. And I mean, the cell phone thing is somewhat of an impediment to that to a certain degree. A lot of kids would rather be in front of the screens than be out playing and stuff like that. They will choose the screen over the playing.
And I don't I think the ones that are in front of the screens, if they're using that screen time wisely, are going to be better prepared for the future. I hate to say it. So yeah, I think as a person, like for individual well-being, it's better for them to have the childhoods we had. But for societal success, it might be better for them to sit in front of the screen all day. And that shows like the split between where society is going. Like what the technology we have to adapt to versus if we could just not like there's like a natural path that kind of humanity was on for a while, more or less all the generation
Yeah.
grew up more or less the same way. I think it's this generation. It's millennials and Z that are growing up differently because the environments they're growing up in are. I'm trying to think this through. Like with technological acceleration, the selection pressures, adaptive demands that it places on the individual become greater and greater and greater and more. I don't know if necessarily more divorced or detached from natural life, whatever that is. Like the current level of civilization that we think of as natural life, which itself was an advancement on a other form of primitive life before that. So I think if kids now have to choose between a childhood that's going to help them be healthy human beings and a childhood that's going to help them be successful human beings, then something happened. Like that acceleration split has gotten very wide.
Yeah. Andrew, like at the same time, the internet is also like replacing libraries and everything. I mean,
the internet is where the future. It's that's like saying TV is not for children. When there's all those TV, like a lot of children learn from TV because they have all those children's programs. So the internet is just a medium or tool that delivers information. So if it has helpful information that they need or that can educate them, then it can be for children. It's just making sure that that's all that it's used for. And that's the hard part because I don't know if you can deliver one without the other. You either give them access to all of it or none of it, and you educate them about the risk, and you kind of put. I know there's parental controls and stuff like that to help. Like you put some guardrails on it.
Okay, Frank.
Well, Frank, I could tell you're a regular viewer of the show, and you put a lot of time into watching our streams, and you've gotten quite an education from it. I feel like our message is getting through to somebody finally.
And that in itself is the true message of the show. If anybody was unclear about it, it's our biggest message is that poor black kids are in danger of obesity from overindulgence on bad foods because they watch too many commercials. That's the thesis line
and that's the
all ours. Yeah.
Actually, I said the opposite, but troll gonna troll. All right. Well, let's try to go like until the hour mark, and then.
Yeah, let's go to the hour mark, and you guys can watch Survivor, and I'll go to sleep, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't really feel like going to sleep, but I need to.
Why don't you go to sleep? Go do that right now. I will finish wrapping up the stream, and then Frank, I will join you for an episode of our stories.
Of your stories, okay. All right, I guess I'll do that then. I'm gonna go take my night meds and try to get myself in sleep mode later.
Take care. Okay, well, that was our Monday night mental health break, and do I need one more than ever now? Fortunately, Frank is riding into the rescue with another Survivor episode. Yeah, you too, Auntie. I'll try to keep it going for another 10 minutes or so, and just to make an hour because it's gonna bother me. I feel like I owe y'all something. I'm trying to keep it going, but if there's not a demand for it, I'm not gonna. I don't want to. I like doing this, but I don't want to show up every day. That's how I started the stream. I was here every day talking to nobody for weeks and weeks and weeks, maybe months. Right. So I'll probably keep doing it anyway. Yeah, I kind of knew how to take it. I mean, I didn't think you were just blowing hot air or anything, but sometimes you lay a stinker or two. It's true. All right. Well, if I'm gonna do 10 minutes, let me do something constructive with it. So another thing that was suggested for the stream, and it feels a bit like Talcott, but I'm not trying it. It's like doing a little monologue before the stream. So instead of opening with the panel, doing a topic or going through some questions or doing mental health uh, tips or something for like 15, 20, maybe half an hour, and then opening up the panel. And that way would be a combination of a structured, focused topic. And then we could do like the more free form conversation. So we'll see. I'm just going to keep doing whatever this is all experimental. So I'm going to continue to take that approach with it. Oh, let me find some streams to send you to. By the way, here's the stream I'm going to recommend. I've really been enjoying the chat on this one. It's Midlife Bro Logic's stream. He's doing a panel right now. They're talking about it's some school board meeting and everything, but the topic's not really important. It's the guest and the interplay among the guests and stuff. It's a pretty decent panel. So check him out. Give him a like and subscribe. And Flo is also streaming. You know how to find him. Easy's doing an open panel. And P.F. Jung just did another one of his talks with J.J. McCullough tonight. So y'all can go back and watch that. It looks like Easy is reviewing the whatever people, maybe, so if you're into that. So that's all happening now. And you probably have your own favorite channels too that might be streaming. And we're still throwing around the idea of having some kind of 24-hour stream, whether it's multiple channels that take turns streaming to one channel together, or if it's one StreamYard that we just share among a team of us. But it'd be nice to have something perpetual that people can just keep coming in and out on. Like if it were a real, my dream was kind of to open a autistic or a neurodivergent coffee shop or something like that, just a hangout space. So it'd be like that. It would be like if this were a 24-hour coffee shop or lounge or drop-in center or whatever. And so that is still my mission, one of them. Like I said, I'm just getting started. I'm playing the long game. This could take years, but I envision some kind of 24-hour presence where people can drop in and connect with other people like themselves, have the conversations that they want to have, and get that and get support when they need it too. Like if they need, sometimes when you're isolated and going through something, a crisis, or maybe you don't even realize it's a crisis, you just know that you're not feeling yourself, or you're not feeling like you're used to feeling, or maybe there's an event happening in your life, that some kind of stress or relationship troubles, job loss, a death, whatever, and you get isolated and you don't really know, like, you know, to reach out, but you don't know how or where or who or what. And so having a space like that to just show up, somebody will be able to help you figure it out. So getting more of that like stabilized, Chris has some ideas. I guess that's it for now. Really, the big barrier is that subscriber count, because we have everything else ready to go. So if we get the subscribers up, we can start getting, I think once we get the subscriber count up and then we monetize a little bit and see what happens there, we'll have a better idea of how much we can grow. And so yeah, I'll leave that there for now. And if anyone else has any ideas, this is a collaborative community project, so I'm just one of the nodes in it. All right, 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Is there a video we could watch? Let's see. Oh, there was a video I wanted to close out on one day. I forgot what it was. Let me check my history. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I do want to plug. There's a rapper I just discovered named Chief Keef, Keef, and he put out an album. He seems probably neurodivergent to me. I watched the interview of him, and I've heard other people say similar. But the album's really good. I'm not really into rap or hip hop, but it's has all these like textured, layered samples and sound loops, and I'm getting into it. So check that out too. That's my latest album discovery. Chief Keef. It's called So2, maybe SO2. No, I don't really see a video. Oh, wait, let me check one more place. I should have more content built up. I have a little playlist of videos that I save. Oh, what are these? My clips. Are these clips I made? Check some of these out. Let's see what Laurie Anderson has to say. Let's watch this one. I don't know what these clips, but apparently they're clips I made of other videos. So let's see what some of them are. Oh, wait, let me. This is from those Laurie Anderson lectures we've been watching, by the way.
And I'm thinking of the words freedom and death and how these concepts play out in our world at the moment. Now, some people see guns as freedom, and others see guns as death. Some see abortion as freedom, and others see abortion as death. Each containing its exact opposite, coiled inside the other, like the gun and the camera. And like Patrick Henry's snake, morality that has become politics has cut the country into pieces.
Wow. Okay, I can definitely see why it's a clip. Why I made it a clip. And I don't think there's a single thing I could say or do after that. I think that she said most of the panel verse and more in that 1 minute clip. Okay, Frank, I'm gonna go get my snacks, and get cozied up to watch. I think we're coming up on the merge, or we're close to it. So the game's about to kick into gear, high gear. It's already been at pitch level, so I'm excited. This roller coaster's just getting started, hopefully. So if you want to watch with us, join us on Discord. And if not, you know where to find us tomorrow. Yes, about to get crazy, baby. Yeah. All right. The tribe will speak tonight. Let's go see it. All right. I'm at the hour mark. Good to see everyone, and let's do it again tomorrow. Take care. You know what? I'm going to end on this song. Bye.